What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video of Ride with Raj. And today's discussion is three major points. Alright, first, my new helmet and the GoPro setting. Second is the ride, and third is the giveaway. Alright, so the first topic we'll discuss is my helmet. Alright, yes, I have purchased a brand new helmet called Kranos. It's basically a Spanish brand. You can see this. It's a very nice helmet. This helmet is actually a Spanish brand. I bought this from AH Helmets. And if you want to see the video how I bought it, you can just see this. Alright guys, this is a Spanish brand, and I guess this is what I'm mostly buying for, and it's a great shop. He's giving me a discount. This is actually the MRP is quite expensive, but he's doing it in 3,500 rupees to me, so I'm checking this out. I always needed one full face helmet for long journeys, and now is the time to invest, and I feel this is a good one. This is a size M, which is my size. I have a very small head. So overall, a very decent helmet. I like racing stripes because I'm old school guy, so I always like racing stripes, and I really like this helmet. Alright friends, you saw that this is the shop. It's a pretty decent shop. It's in Oshiwara near Adarsh Nagar, and I have been buying a lot of stuff from him. I'll be showing that as well. So why I bought a helmet with such a decent design, not too much of graphics, is because I am old school, as you guys already know. I prefer basic design with racing stripes because it's a little sporty helmet, but it's a full 100% protection helmet for your head. It's very good for safety. It's DOT certified with the series written on it, as you can see. Yeah, and the visor is pretty nice. It's scratch proof, even fog resistance, and this is how it looks from inside. This is how it looks when it's shut. And the cushioning is really strong. Obviously the whole cushion comes out and it's washable. They don't have a clip setting because it's a Spanish brand. They go the old school way where there's a buckle and tighten, so you can tighten the strap pretty tight so that it doesn't fly off your head, and it's pretty soft. This is a medium size. My head is actually very small, so this is a medium size, and it has total 6 vents. 2 are here. They are actually used for the inlet. These are 2 outlets at the rear, and there are 2 inlets near the chin area and 1 big inlet near the mouth area. I'll also explain you how I put this strap and why have I put a strap and not a mount bracket. Is because I have a flat bracket from 3M. The curved one is used in my previous helmet as you guys have seen my videos. This one is pretty flat, and if you see, if I put this, there's a big gap. There's a huge gap, and this is not advisable because I need a curved bracket, and if I order it now, it'll take 4-5 days. So I found a hack, but this is an amazing hack. I'll tell you the best advantage of doing this than that. First of all, if I just put the GoPro here and I just put the small screw, alright. So as you can see, I have mounted the GoPro and it's in perfect position. I really like this. The advantage of this strap, this is a wrist strap, alright. This is a wrist strap for the GoPro mount, and it's a 360 degrees turning mount. So if I press this, as you can see guys, it can completely swirl anywhere you want and however you want it. So we are pretty good with that, and I think this position is fine. So you can just lock that position and you'll hear a click sound. There's a click sound, that means it's locked. So it's pretty good, pretty stable. Now why have I used a wrist strap? As I told you that I'm not using a flat bracket, and the advantage of this is I can lower this strap down also if I feel it's too much heighted. The reason I've kept it here is I can actually even see the video. I can even see the video that is it recording fine, but that's a little no for safety. So I would put this a little down and slant it more behind, a little more below. So you can move this strap up and down. So I think this is a great hack rather than putting a mount and putting so many of these extra extensions, you know. So I think this really works well, and it can record pretty good. So this is my GoPro setup, and now we'll talk about the mic. Alright, as you guys know that my mic system is still not come. It's taking too much time, but I found a shop in Lakshmi Industrial Estate which is selling a mic in 2000 rupees. It's a little steep, but I'm just thinking twice about it. Anyways, I have the extension. Alright, the extension goes here. As you guys can see, the extension goes here. Okay, why have I bought second housing? I already have an original GoPro waterproof housing. Why did I buy a second housing? You'll see that right now. I met a guy online, and he has a GoPro housing. I found him on OLX, and he's ready to give it to me in 1000 rupees. The reason I'm buying it a little expensive is because the one if I order on Amazon takes more than 15 days. My mic has still not come, and it's more than 15 days. So I'm going there now. He's meeting me at Andheri station. So let's check this out. If this housing fits perfect, then it'll be great. Alright friends, I'm at McDonald's and I met that guy who was supposed to give me the housing, and I've received the housing. I tried it. It fits really well, and I'm gonna drill a hole and let's see how it goes. And while I was eating at McDonald's, they gave me a new menu which is not even introduced, called egg wrap. They've given me the feedback form to fill. And whenever I come to Andheri McDonald's, why I'm so happy is because they have flat white coffee. I love flat white coffee, and we don't have it in Lokhandwala. Okay, as you saw, I bought it from a guy from OLX, and it's pretty legit. The guy was pretty cool. I bought this for 1000 rupees, and in the market this is around 2000 rupees. It's not genuine GoPro. It doesn't have a branding on it, definitely. But the reason I bought this is so that I can drill a hole for the mic. Alright, and for that I have a drill machine. So I am using a 7mm Pana, alright, with a drill machine. So I will be actually drilling a hole here for the mic system, so the mic straight goes. Now the only thing I have not done it yet is because I don't have the mic yet. Once I have the mic, I'll do that, and for that I will make a separate video how to do that, because you have to be very careful. If you drill it wrong or something, you're spoiling the whole housing. So you have to be really careful with it. So well, this is what I purchased, and it's pretty cool. And I'll just wear it and show it how it looks. Right. So as you guys can see that I'm wearing this helmet. It's pretty tight, okay, and I can just see a little bit of the GoPro, but it's good that it's not distracting me. It should not be too much ahead, otherwise I'll keep concentrating there and I might crash. I should not do that for safety reasons. So I think this is a very nice position for me, and the visor shuts too, as you can see. There'll be a little bit of gap here for the air to flow, so that will happen because I put a strap around it, and that's the reason. Otherwise, this is how the whole helmet is, and it's around 1300 grams. That's what the store guy told me. I don't know if I was audible. Yeah, it's around 1300 grams. That's what the store guy told me. And yeah, so this is where my final setup is. This is the final one. You can straighten this to get a better feel, because usually when you wear a camera it's a little bit tilted, so we can adjust that once we wear it. And this is the final setting of the GoPro. I cannot see the screen clearly because there is the nose guard here, so that's protecting me to see the screen. However, the image will be as good as eye quality, so when I'm actually capturing the video, it'll come very nice. Hopefully it'll come very nice and you guys will enjoy it. Yeah, so investing in a good helmet for safety is much more better. It's one-time investment. I think this helmet should last me at least 4-5 years if I take care of it. Always remember, after the ride, clean your helmet. And just to let you know, the 3M liquid polish is good for this helmet too. So you can polish it, you can remove this and give it for a wash if it's too dirty. And always get this helmet back after ride, clean it well and put it back in a dust bag. Well, this is the final setup of the helmet and I'm ready to ride. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the giveaway. Yes, I have found good things for giveaway, and the giveaway will happen next week. I'll be making a separate video for that, and how to win the contest and how to get those gifts, and that will be happening next week, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, the third element of this video is the ride. Well, I'm not sharing the details yet is because I'm going on the ride tomorrow. That's Sunday. I'm starting 5 in the morning. Now let's talk about my riding gear, which I will be wearing on this ride. Alright. So as you've seen this before, so I'm using a DSG jacket. This is rainproof. I'm not wearing the winter lining because it's not that cold. This is the jacket which I'll be wearing. It's a mesh jacket. It's a basic cruiser jacket. Comes with shoulder pads. Comes with the elbow pads. The elbow pads are really strong. Comes with a light back brace. But it's not a 100% protection jacket. If you're really looking for that, then you should go for the heavier versions. I had paid 5,000 rupees for this when DSG had launched it a year and a half back. So this is my DSG jacket, and it's pretty nice. Alright. So now I'm talking about my gloves, which I showed last time also. They're pretty comfortable. I like these rubber guards here for the knuckles. It's pretty nice. It's flexible, so it's not a hard plastic which hurts. And it does have a little flexible place here, which is pretty good. And you know, I've always worn this and rode. This is the one I used for Goa and other trips for Pune and all those trips. I use it. It's pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty comfortable. So the same brand Skoiko I'm using for the knee guard and the chin guard. I have a pair here. Alright, it's pretty nice. It's got a fiber brace here. It's got a fiber brace here. But this is basic protection. It's not a heavy duty one. If you're looking for polycarbonate or anything like that, professional ones, you can buy that also on the market. And it's pretty flexible for your knee bend. If you're bending a knee, especially for my cafe race, I need a little good flexibility here. So as you can see, it's pretty nice for little rides which we do here and there. So yeah, well, and my boots you've already seen in my previous video. You should check this video of my boots from Woodlands. That'll be on the I-bar on top. So well, this is my riding gear. I'm very excited for tomorrow's ride because there are some fellow riders who are joining me, and this ride is going to be epic. Why am I so excited? You'll get to know tomorrow or day after. So stay tuned for the next video, and I hope you guys like the video. Signing off, Ride with Raj.